Cioz's mindset is valuable for every creative person, not only musicians, but also photographers, painters, filmmakers, authors, and everyone involved in a creative process. Because being unique is key in every art form, to stand out in a mass of published art. This is not a production tutorial. This is a video showcasing the creative processes that come with creating music on a professional level. And nobody could be better for this than Alessandro, a master of uniqueness, a rising star in the electronic music scene in Berlin, and cute Italian original. His tracks are super unique yet have a very memorable sound, and they're being played from a lot of DJs around the world. While producing this video, we've analyzed Alessandro's answers and assigned them into 5 personality parts of himself, kind of like in this movie. With this video I want to invite you into a way of reflective thinking, by showcasing Alessandro's approach of dealing with art. So let's get an impression on how he creates sounds and start with the first part of his mindset, the creative part.
Before anything, I create craziness. It's something that you do at the beginning of before arranging. I'm really scared of being repetitive with my music. I force myself to start always in a different way. But yeah, like this, I hope I not forget the things that I learned in the past. I believe that sometimes the best ideas come in a very short amount of time, and you need to be able to catch those ideas, because if they fly away, you'll never be able to replicate them.
Dealing with the challenge of reinventing yourself and being recognizable at the same time can be super hard. Inventing a framework for yourself is key here. A set of rules, of techniques and unique colors you like. In Ale's case, it's his synth rack that's giving him different sound timbres that contribute a certain feeling to his style and that he can choose from. Those are the ingredients of his unique recipe. There's always something constant and something changing. In our video, for example, the constant is the lens that's giving the ever-changing material behind itself this super vibey blurred effect. So, after having creating melodies, craziness and grooves, his explorative part is taking over. Let's have a closer look.
When you found those 4 main sounds, for example, then you just focus on one and you explore the possibilities with this one. I don't know, I go with the Prophet, then you play with the cutoff and you see what it's doing. You play with the modulation wheel and the rate of the LFO, and you really explore all the possibilities and understand how the sound is behaving, how with the other, and what feelings you can achieve while modulating that sound. Sometimes, the bass and arpeggiator can go really well together if they are playing in a duo. Talking about the rack, when I'm starting with it, it's just to throw out ideas. And at a certain time, I really feel that it's something usable, that it's something that, okay, this is going to be a track when you feel something, You can just jam around, and if you put your soul into it and you feel something, then that's it. That's a track.
Which sounds evoke a feeling in yourself? What kind of colors do you like when painting? What words do you love writing? Remembering those things and putting them into your framework so you can easily access them is what a studio is for a music producer.
Unterbrechung.
Abonniere den Kanal. Lass uns ein Abo da.
Alright, before we're getting to know why contrast is extremely important, we'll have a look at Alessandro's playful part while playing the association game, because on this channel Auf Sendung we're playing different games with the artists. The association game rules are pretty easy. You pick 2 cards, combine the words and create a sound you associate with those words with a synth of your choice.
Growing clouds. Okay, I want to do something like... Growing clouds.
Hovering bee.
It's a really good starting point. Really fat.
Mosquito.
As you can see, Ale knows most of his machines in and out. Every knob, slider and their subtle or intense interactions. How parameters evolve in time and how the focus of the listener behaves. So let's get to know his professional part. How he deals with track deadlines, social media and remixing big artists. But before that, we need to talk about something. Something blue. As we went into Alessandro's basement, I found a wig and fell completely in love with it. I really can only recommend trying this out.
Like this will be in Berlin in 2 years or something, this kind of hairstyle.
And I'm an expert in this area because I have such a great hair here.
Meow, sexy.
Pretty nice.
Okay, let's go down and check out what we can do. So let's start with this next part. The professional part.
I did a remix for Notre Dame and the track is called Geisha. In the intro, together with the voice, you can hear a dusty pad that grows little by little and modulates a little bit on the pitch. You can tease the listener by giving him or her some hints of the main theme, and then you present the main theme only at a certain point. This will be, you know, like the treat that you give at the end for being patient and listen to the whole thing. The second part of the track is full of drums. There is a voice as a chord progression that comes in, synths left and right. It's a mess, and then at the drop there is just kick and bass and no drums. So it's always about this contrast.
Alessandro applies his framework to his remix. Being a releasing artist comes with responsibility. Ale's professional part is able to manage these different tasks, sticking to deadlines, managing finances and communicating with his fans and other people on social media. Ale, what was your weirdest club experience?
At an after party, there was Swan, a friend of mine, was the promoter of my ex-party in Bergamo. He put a ladder in the middle of the dance floor, and then he stand up on the ladder with a fire extinguisher. And then he fired it, but it was a fire extinguisher with sand in it.
So let's get reflective and talk about things that maybe you and all creatives struggle with. How do you approach making art even if you don't feel like it?
I respect myself too much probably, and I will decide not to make music that day. Even though I have to, because I need to respect the deadline, but I know that if I'm gonna make music, then the next day I'm gonna feel shit again. Because sometimes you need to rest, you need to recharge the batteries in order to make better music the next day.
How do you finish a track?
Like, I think you can spend like one day to find the idea, another day to arrange it, third day to make it nicely and like exporting, listen to it, and then to make it finish, you have touch it always like a little bit. There's a little bit higher, there's a little bit lower. It's like a fight with the track. It's like mixing wise. I found out that to make better music, you need to use less sounds.
That's a rule we've applied while playing the association game. So let's close our parts chapter with some more fun.
Old train, calm. Okay, let's see if I find like a nice arpeggiator.
Yeah, I can feel it.
How can I do a whistle? It's coming! That's my calm train.
Hectic. Volcano.
Oh, this is nice.
Now it came.
Frightening bird. Allora, let's start like this. What I wanted to do is like having like a LFO. Something like a very maybe not, maybe like this. And then like something very.
There are much more parts to Ali's mindset than we could cover here. A ton of complex thought movements and creativity going on in his head. The more I get aware of how important the mindset is while creating art and how deeply it affects daily life, the more I'm fascinated by it. My name is Mounts, and I bet you've never seen this kind of art before. It's empowering, progressive, and comes out of an oven. Bye bye!